Hi YouTube. I'm actually washing up. That's why you're in a bit of a strange position. But the reason why I thought I'd vlog this is, first of all, right, let's talk about toothpaste, right? Non-fluoride toothpaste. Been using it now for, I think it's a good 6 or 7 months. It might even be longer. And if I go like that, can you see how light my teeth are? I used to get pain at the back sometimes. When I'd eat something sweet like Cadbury's chocolate, not that I eat that anymore because of the E numbers in it, I used to get like pain in my teeth. And I haven't since I've been using this toothbrush. I look quite anemic in this right now. I'm not that anemic actually. I might be vegetarian, but I certainly ain't that anemic. Very odd day out there. It's funny because I was mowing lawns. Not yesterday, day before. And saw chemtrails, and I mean chemtrails, not contrails, chemtrails in the sky. Next day it's overcast. It seems to be a regular thing. Whenever I see chemtrails, the next day it's a shit day. Excuse my French, but it is. Right, so non-fluoride toothpaste. You could go to Boots and get their non-fluoride brand, but the Boots non-fluoride brand has got sodium benzoate in it. Okay, not drastic amounts. But I consider now, since doing research, sodium benzoate to be kind of one of the reasons why cancer is the way it is, because at a cell level it's very, very important for free radicals not to change what a cell is. Now if a cell thinks it's a now, it needs to stay thinking it's a now. And what cancer is when the cell no longer knows what it is and turns into a growth or whatever else, and I am convinced now that half the things we put in our food are the reason why cancer's on the up like it is. But the thing is, right, is if you look back in the 60s and the 70s, cancers were unheard of. Do you know what I mean? And you only have to, what's his name? So, if you can't be bothered to go to Boots, right, Tesco's and Sainsbury's, right? Sainsbury's do this one. Tom's, okay? This toothpaste has got nothing in it other than natural stuff from trees, like mint and like herbs of different kinds, okay? If you go to Tesco's, it's by their, usually in their hair and toothpaste aisle. They've got their own sort of herbal area. This is the Indian version. It's an Indian, old ancient Indian recipe, and that's what I've been cleaning my teeth with. I've got another. This is my second thing there. Just I found this one, and I thought I'd try that as well. Always get a backup. But yeah, that's all made by natural things. That that tree that's on the front, and it's brilliant. It actually tastes like the stuff the dentists give. You know when you wash your teeth out after you've got like teeth taken out of the dentist, not been for a long time. That pink stuff that you wash your mouth out of, it tastes like that in a way. It's quite strange because you think to yourself, well, hold on, maybe you're using the same herbs. Do you know what I mean? The other thing I've discovered since is I have got quite bad skin. Not so much spots, but blackheads, potholes sort of in here or whatever else, right? You can see it, look, it's clear as day really. But I'm not really worried about it, it's just because I've got very greasy skin and I've got greasy hair. That's what a lot of it stems from. And other than washing my face 5 times a day, there's been no answer. But then I found this. Neem soap. I've washed my face with it and it don't feel like it normally does. By now I'd have a rash. And there ain't one. So that's a marked improvement. The other thing as well is people are worried about foods, right? This salmonella poisoning in tomatoes, right? Now, I used to work for a company called Unipath, which back in the day was Unilever, and Unilever did used to test on animals back in the day. When I worked for them they didn't, because to be honest, if they did I wouldn't have worked for them. Well, they've got a site up in Colnworth in Unilever in Sharnbrook, right? Is where they do all the experiments, and I know 15 years ago they were experimenting to grow tomatoes on water. Okay, now my ex-boyfriend used to work at Unilever cleaning and has seen the tomatoes that grow on water. Now then look at the FDA American thing about tomatoes, and I noticed that they're round plum tomatoes, sorry, long plum tomatoes, you know, they're like the long jobs, like the Italian sort of one, and these big, they're organic tomatoes that the FDA are saying have got salmonella. Yeah, right. Salmonella poisoning in tomatoes? I don't know what they're talking about. I've never heard of it in this country. I buy tomatoes from the Italian shop down the road from here. The reason why I grow them there is because they grow their own produce, as well as other people. If you've got an allotment, which I'm trying to get at the moment, but if you've got an allotment, you can grow your own vegetables and sell it to the Italian shop if you've got too much, and they buy it off you. So you can see that there's always 4 or 5 different varieties of tomatoes, so you know that they've been grown in the, you know, you can't guarantee that they're not genetically modified, I know, but at least they haven't got the pesticides on them, etc, etc. Unless you buy seeds like myself, which I've bought, which are organic seeds. The other thing, right, is because of this scare with food and that, people are worried about vitamins and things like that, okay? Pumpkin seed, high in protein, it's as good as a bit of meat, yeah? You can get vitamin C, vitamin E, all different, what's the other one? All different kinds of proteins and sugars out of all different varieties of nuts. And people seem to forget that we're supposed to eat nuts, yeah? So, you know, hemp oil, because I'm vegetarian, I need my omegas, yeah, omega-6. These are multivitamins, but they're proper multivitamins. Can you see? They're not, they actually smell of like food. Yeah, they're like, these are 11 quid a go, and I take one a week just to make sure that my vitamins are in there. And there's nothing unnatural in it. There's one that they do for vegans. This isn't completely. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't say what's a B6 or contains no artificial preservatives, colours or flavours. The only thing is that they do a vegan one. I didn't realise that, so I'll get that next time. Other thing, where is it? It was here a minute ago. Herbal. Seed mix. Yeah? Sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, linseed, hemp seeds, wheat-free soy sauce, soybean, sea salt, koi, rosemary, thyme, sage and fennel. Free from gluten, cholesterol and lactose. All the different things that you need. People, you know, just because birds eat seeds, we're supposed to eat seeds as well. You sprinkle them on your salad, etc, etc. So there's natural products out there for everything that you can do. If you want crisps, steamed crisps, like kettle crisps, it says at the bottom, absolutely nothing artificial. Can you see? Yeah. These are sweet potato ones from the Caribbean. My other half mum's a white Barbadian, you see, so I've been out there. Sweet potato's great. But yeah. As far as supermarkets are concerned, I don't suggest you ever shop at any of them, but if you have to, go to Sainsbury's in UK. They seem to have taken sodium benzoate, aspartames and certain E numbers out of their product because they're concerned for their customers. And that's Sainsbury's own product. Tesco's aren't doing it as much. If you buy value, you'll be dead in 10 years. Fact. Just quickly, you probably remember my black bag, but it's getting a bit fuller. It's even got a compass. Look, there's the water carrier. There's loads of stuff, you know, one of these, look, inflatable pillow. I've got one of those emergency blankets as well, you know that. So yeah, more and more. Each time I go shopping I buy more for it because World War III is looking more and more imminent. Is that the right word? Yeah, it is. Peace, love and light. Bye.